If I try to sell too hard, I'm going to turn potential customers off. In many cases, I say to them, is this part of the system relevant to you? I'm not going to sell a feature to somebody who doesn't need it. If a customer wants to buy something and there's value in it, in most cases, they're going to buy.
Do you sell more when you mean to or when you don't mean to?
You know, I think that you sell a whole lot of stuff when you don't intentionally sell. I think that when I'm working with clients, I'm listening and I'm intently and I'm providing consultation to them. And if I can help solve a problem without selling them anything, inevitably I end up selling them something, or they end up wanting more and buying more. So I truly believe you can sell more by not selling. And that's why I say everybody in the business is in sales. Customer service. If you call the help desk and you have a problem and one of my folks helps you, you're going to think very favorably of them. And while they're helping you, they may be showing you parts of the system that you didn't know existed before. And that happens a lot. That brings up the opportunity, hey, can you show me how to use this other part of the system? Or can I have more of the system, maybe up my subscription, because I realize how much benefit we'd get by doing more.
What software tools can people use to sell better?
Well, I think that tools that help people sell better are tools that help them to decipher the data better. It's the shotgun or the rifle approach. A rifle helps you precisely capture something. So within SalesChain, for example, we have a tremendously valuable segmentation and targeting tool, which allows dealers to organize the data. We have a cleansing service that helps to clean the data for them into market with industry and revenue and number of employees and so forth on every company, so that they can effectively use that data to segment and then tie that data in, whether it's a customer or a prospect, whether it's an existing customer for that product through our integration with eAutomate. So that scientific effect, it's not just making 50 phone calls today, it's about making 50 phone calls to the right people today.
Does leasing play a role in sales?
Leasing is where we started in this industry. I'm a firm believer that financial services plays an incredibly important part both in the selling process, but in the retention process. And this industry's been doing it for years, but I think that our strength as a company in knowing how to use leasing in the selling process and in the pricing process makes us an invaluable partner for dealers.
How do you know when you're being sold to?
I think when a salesperson's trying to try too hard and trying to speak for the product. In our case, the product speaks for itself. I think that as a salesperson, I have to listen and I have to show the customer the parts of our product and service that answers their problems, okay, or answers their questions. If I try to sell too hard, I'm going to turn potential customers off. In many cases, I say to them, is this part of the system relevant to you? I'm not going to sell a feature to somebody who doesn't need it. And so I think a lot of times salespeople try too hard. If a customer wants to buy something and there's value in it for them, in most cases they're going to buy if they can afford it, if you provide a vehicle for them to afford it, whether it be leasing or rental or otherwise.
What advice would you offer to new salespeople?
Work hard and work smart. Don't try to solve the world's problems. Don't try to change everything. If I'm a salesperson coming into an existing organization, understand what that organization is, what it's good at, what it's not good at, where do they play, where do they not play. I see time and time again sales and marketing people come into a dealer and they try to reinvent the whole dealer day one without knowing it. I think that's a mistake in many cases. Dealers have personalities, and by nature, I think a salesperson starting off, get your feet wet, get some deals, get understanding of what the products and services are that the dealer's good at, and then go from there.